Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another Transport Fever at the races. We are still here at the Loch Lomond map in Scotland, where it is the turn of the electrics. They should be. They aren't ready to rock and roll actually. Make sure they're going to Dunoon. There we go, Dunoon. He's ready to rock and roll. I did have to turn some of these about while lining them up, so just need to make sure. There we are. So they're ready to rock and roll. Now these things are pretty fleet. They've got awesome acceleration, top speed of 125, so this may be a very short race. But without further ado, we shall get them going in 3, 2, 1 and go. The weak little whistles slash horns they've got going on there. Now the Russian train is by far the slowest. Lufthansa train, I think, is the best, or the Norwegian train. They are currently our championship leaders. Already they're up to 110. Away they go. Spanish train's doing okay as well. It is currently third in the championship. But no, they are off away up to 125 miles per hour. Russia and France start going head to head to see who gets 5th place there. So keep an eye out for glitches in this. These are fast-paced trains, so I would actually expect them to glitch. We'll keep an eye on them. So currently in first is Norway, Germania, and I would say the USA train is in third as they blow past there. Yep, USA is just clinching third. Might actually be clinching second. These two are still going head to head. Looks like the Russian train is just in front. Now I don't think that's... Yep, it is. I was actually wondering if the Russian train was slightly longer, which it is, but it still is winning. No, it's not. So around they go, the first real corner. Bit of a landslide in the right hand side there, just before the entrance to the bridge. Doesn't affect the Spanish train as it just blows straight through it. No concern there at all. So continuing on, it looks like our American train is actually, is it? Just maybe. German train's got the acceleration though. They are coming to the next corner, slowing down. Around they go. I love how fast these trains are. There are actually some trains that have, I think it's 143 miles per hour top speed. And I was going to use them, but there ain't 6 of them, unfortunately. You got held up by that stupid bridge pillar. Unfortunately, that was the only way I could build this bridge. That section back there on the left hand side was giving me severe anguish. It did not want to build. It was giving me this weird bridge pillar collision, but there was shouldn't have been no pillar there at the section I was trying to build on. It's so weird. I delete and rebuild that bridge several times before I could get it to work. And what I had to do is delete these 2 tracks that the German and Norwegian train is on, create a gap that goes from the water to the land on this side, then run this section of track and snap it from the one side of the broken track to the other, and then add the 2 sections that I'd added out, and then I got it to work. It gave me this weird sort of, like these 5 tracks are all on one section of bridge, and this one became its separate entity. A bridge, which is weird. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't. Ooh, Russia into last there. Now the Russian train is a sort of hit or a miss train. It has its moments. Obviously today ain't one of them. It did suffer, I think, in the last race. It was on that the 2 lines that we found out, the 2 lines on the inside that we found out were extremely punishing for the trains on those 2 lines, so that was unfortunate. But they're heading out. Norway's in front. Oh, USA, you lost a place. They are doing 125. I'm trying to remember when the next corner actually is. Here it is now. So they're slowing down a touch. USA managed to take that corner there at 117 miles an hour, and the Spanish train had to go down about 103. Sucks to be you, Spanish train. But you can get back up there. Have faith in you, little Renfrey man. In fact, it would be nice for the USA to get some points. That would, the championship positions between these two would be contested right down to the last race, which will be the next round 8. France is actually doing okay. It is in 5th, which is better than last. No glitches as of yet. If any train is going to glitch, it's going to be the Lufthansa Express or the Norwegian train. The stealth train, as I like to call it. I love it in this matte black. Just looks cool. It's like a Knight Rider train. Right, so they are heading up. They will be heading along the coast once they get to Inverberg. Then they'll start the slalom section. I'm actually surprised you can't see the bridge, which I know is there somewhere. Ah, it's way up here. Okay. My bad. Right, you're all in the tunnel. Excellent. Let's just admire the view. Very nice. It's still got the sunset mod on. I think it does look extremely nice with the sunset mod. Ooh, these two are going for it. The German train is making a move. It's just edged out in front. Just. I'll hold off and move in its position. In fact, I'm going to leave these two here till the end. Guaranteed one of these to glitch. Place your bets now. Which one? I'm going to go out and say both. Both of them. But we'll keep an eye on the speeds here. If one of them suddenly just disappears, we'll know it's glitched. French train still holding on there. Come on, little Rush. Come on, Russian train. You are the newest train of the bunch. You have the latest production here. Alright, now they're heading up to Inverberg. Now this could be interesting once they hit the sort of slalom section. So they're heading up a hill currently. Up the bridge towards Inverberg. They will pass underneath Inverberg in the tunnel, and then they'll be onto the slalom section, and then we'll see if anything changes. Right, there was a sort of freeze frame moment there, but no, it looks good. Sort of lagged there for a second. Sometimes when that happens, it's because something has glitched. But everyone seems good. Do believe the Spanish train has got the worst deal, perhaps, being on this inside track, but it might be okay. We'll keep an eye on it. Right, looks like our German and Norwegian trains are still holding at the same position. Our French train is still holding its 5th place position. There might even be a chance for the American train to sort of make a move here. Spanish train gets back on the power, but then it has to slow down. It's so slow. How are you two managing to keep 55 and 40 when everyone else is down at like 34? That sucks. Anywho, we shall continue on. These two are slowing. They need to go around and then up the hill. They should hit top speed. They should be able to accelerate fully going up the hill. No weight on the back. Should be easy enough. Right, keep going, buddy. That's it. Right, our Lufthansa train is making a break for it. Any change at the back? Looks like our Russian train is struggling to get up the hill. French train is sort of pulling away. But our German train is now absolutely, definitely, 100% in first, and they are about to hit top speed. Ooh, almost. Slowing down for this corner, but they should get top speed down here. Ooh, another frame drop there. But I kept an eye on the speeds and everybody looks good. Do they? Why are you just turning that steering wheel? Does he actually turn it? I don't know. Right. How are you two getting on in the back there? You are rather slow there, Russian train. Come on, get going, get. You can do it. I believe in you. Right, these guys should be up to 125. Yep, there we go. Top speed. And then they'll slow down for this dog leg, right. I thought this was a smooth corner when I built it. But when you see it, it is actually a quite a firm dog leg, right. They will have to slow down to get around it. Ooh, the American train is actually catching up. Okay, that's fine. Russian train is catching up in the French train as well. So they don't have far to go round here and then down towards Dunoon. I thought you are actually still in the tunnel. Ooh, German train well in front now. Could be another win for the Germans. We'll see how they get on in the haulage race though. This Electrics Championship is the only one out of the three where anything can change. There can be up to, I would say maybe four. Nah, I would say maybe 3 different winners. No, in fact 2. We'll just make it 2. I'll just say Germany and Norway. Both these trains can still win depending on the results of this race and the next one. And if the German train glitches out, so be it. I have to say something though. The German train and the Norwegian train, out of all the trains in each 3 categories, those 2 are the ones that have glitched out the most. And the Class 47 in the UK diesel, it's glitched out quite a lot. But these 2, by far I would say, have to be the ones that have hit it the most. But they've still managed to always come back from glitching out and being last to first or second. And they are exactly first and second in the championship. So that's pretty good. Whoa! Oh, I thought I'd glitched there. It's just because it was an inside turn. Well, that's why we couldn't use those liveries. I wondered why they weren't there, but they hadn't unlocked yet. 2015 was the unlock year for those. I was looking for the one with the picture of the valley, or the fjord, or mountain pass, or whatever it is on the side of it. Ooh, American train is creeping up here. How are you two getting on in the back? I'm gonna say okay. Right, back on the power. See the acceleration of the Spanish train? Away. Off it goes. Right, we're gonna lose you partially. We're gonna lose the Norwegian train completely. Here he goes though. Spanish train. Right, so here they go. Just round here, round this corner over here. And they are done. Looks like Germany's got it, unless by some twist of fate it glitches out. Touch wood, it's fine. USA getting a third, so they might overtake Spain in the championship, although Spain are 4th, so it's only 1 point gained really. French train is taking off now, leaving the Russian train in the dust. You're at 100 miles per hour. Round this corner. Are you near the finish line? Yes, the finish line's there. Now keep an eye on the Norwegian train and USA train. Although I think the Norwegian train should be safe. Oh yes. Right, there's the traffic lights. There's the finish line. Norwegian train passes. It did actually win. It has to slow down because it's turning. It did actually beat the USA train before anybody goes mental in the comment section. It's because these trains have to turn, so they have to slow down earlier. But they definitely a second place for the Norwegian train there. Third place for the USA. Fourth place for our Spanish train. Russia in last, and our French train in fifth. So there you have it. There is the finish of the first electric race. They actually blitzed the course in a hell of a time. That did not take long at all. So we'll head to the point screen though and see what they got. So Germany should stay in the lead there in the championship with its 6-point win there. The Norwegians hot on their heels though, getting a second place. The USA did well to get a third. The Spanish train also did well. It stayed up there with the leaders to get a fourth. The French and Russian trains sort of both fell behind. They were battling for sort of fifth place, in which the French train sort of won out. So well done to them. And that is it. That is it for race number 5. As always, if you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy. This has been Transport Fever at the races on the Loch Lomond map, and I will catch you later.